Hi, everybody. So glad you guys are here. Hello, hello, hello. Um, just want to say hi. It looks like we got a lot of people that are joining, and so happy to have you here. It looks like we have Gina, Regina, Linda, um, and Rebecca. So great to have you here. I'm also going to be checking our Facebook page. So if you see me kind of like playing around here on my phone, that is why. I'll be checking that here shortly. And want to welcome you. Today we're talking about tips for hair loss after weight loss surgery. And honestly, a topic near and dear to my heart because I really struggled with that. May not look like it right now, but I have struggled with that as a huge thing. So I had weight loss surgery back in 2013, and probably I started noticing hair loss about 3 months post weight loss surgery, almost right in that same time. And then from 3 months to 6 months, had a lot of hair loss. And then really didn't see a lot of regrowth until about 9 months or a year, but started having it. I also had the same thing happen to me. So whether you're listening to this as being part of something with weight loss surgery, or maybe you're listening to it just because you've had some hair loss issues. I also had the same exact thing happen since that time 2 more times. I had it whenever I had COVID, probably a month after that, 2 months, 3 months after that, something like that. I mean, literally lost almost half my hair. That's probably been a year and a half, and I'll tell you what I did with that. Then the next time was or the second actually the third time. The second time was I had pneumonia and got really sick and was kind of like just really down for a little while. But yeah, so actually what you see here is not just my real hair. I actually have extensions in, which really helped add some balance and fullness because I had lost a lot of hair probably about 2 years ago. My hair now, this all is regrowth. So within the 2 years, my hair grows pretty fast. This was probably about 2 years of regrowth right here. And the rest of my hair is probably about this long right here. And then this here is a lot of this is extensions. So tell me, are you guys struggling with hair loss at all? Let me know, like if this is something that's affected you, if you're noticing some changes. And I'm going to pop on our Facebook page too to see if I am seeing, hi Robin, hello, see if we are live there. For some reason, I'm not showing that we're live. I'm going to see if I can pop on it and it's allowing me to go live, but it's going to be on my phone. So we're going to try this. I've not really done that before, but I'm going to try doing that. So I'm going to go live there too as well. Okay, hello. If you're listening on Facebook, I am going live. It did not connect to our Crowdcast, so I'm doing it on two different forms. So excuse me for the movement. I'm holding the cam with my phone. So Gina says, I'm pre-surgery, but it is a concern. Yeah, I can understand that. And Jason said, my wife had it about 10 years ago, and she is now slowly losing hair now. I shaved my head and I hope to have surgery in 6 months. So I don't know, will I have to worry much? But I fully understand. Yeah, if you basically are having, if you're shaving your head, probably not. But, honestly, the same thing can also affect your skin, a lot of this is due to a lot of things that affects besides that, your skin, your nails, your eyelashes, hair on your chest, hair on your legs, all of that. Some of that may be that you don't want anyways, but it could be. Regina says, I'm pre-surgery. Rebecca says, I'll be having my surgery on April 3rd. So it's on my mind. Yeah. Really and truly, it is one of those things that we're going to talk about, because I feel like the more you talk about these things, the better things kind of are. You kind of have what you can expect. And if there's people here who've had weight loss surgery and experience this, I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to pull up my notes here too as well. I have a handout too for this. I just want to say it's going to be on our ProCare Health website. I'm going to go to that and show you where to find that because a lot of this is summarized. So if you have to miss out on any of this, just know that it is going to be there. If you're on Facebook, I'll post the link afterwards, but just watch. You can also find it on our ProCare Health website. So I'm going to actually share my screen for just a second here, and I'm going to show you. If you're on Facebook, it's not going to share. So just hang with me. It is on our ProCare Health website, though. It's under About Us, okay, at the top screen, and it is about under that tab. You go to Support Group Handouts, and I'm going to say about halfway down on that page is a link that says Tips for Hair Loss. Okay, we're kind of paging down. I have so many different handouts on here, guys, so it's taken me a second. You can also press Control Find and just type in hair, and it'll actually just come right up. Okay, I actually have it pulled up here. It's somewhere on here. It's under Tips for Hair Loss, but for time's sake, I'm going to just kind of show you what that looks like. We have the whole summary in a little PDF. And so that is here. If you're on Crowdcast already, I'm going to copy that. I'll copy it to Facebook after this presentation, the link for that. Okay, so just be watching there. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to paste it here in the chat box on our Crowdcast. Okay, so let's just kind of get started. We're going to be kind of going through a lot of things. It looks like Nancy says, couldn't grow my fingernails and really took pride in them before now. Yeah, it's frustrating. Corey says, I've lost a lot of hair. I'm 7 months post-op and it's finally slowed. Yeah. How about on Facebook? If you're listening on Facebook, let me know and tell me if you're struggling with any of that. If you've had weight loss surgery, or if you're planning to have weight loss surgery, if you've kind of struck up on any of this. Okay. So here we go, guys. I am going to be sharing just some basic things about this. Really, I will say not everybody struggles with this problem. So if you're preparing for weight loss surgery, don't let it scare you. I mean, honestly, I would not avoid having weight loss surgery for that reason because, weight loss surgery has so many other benefits, but I will say that it can affect people. I think part of it is I have a little list of things that I think affect. My sister was a hairdresser, so I kind of collaborated with her on helping me with this topic and also just researched it because I felt like it is a big thing. Before I worked for ProCare Health, I actually worked for a surgery clinic, and I was a bariatric coordinator for that clinic. And basically, a lot of our patients I found were struggling with the same thing. So we did a lot of research. We talked about the subject a lot, and I'm going to share kind of what they shared with me and what I found. So some of the common reasons for hair loss after bariatric surgery are, number one, stress. Your body goes underneath an incredible amount of stress. And I'm also going to just kind of also incorporate not just weight loss surgery, but just in general, like why people could also lose hair as well. It looks like Anne says, I have hair loss and rescheduled to have weight loss surgery in April. So I'm worried. Yeah. Like I said, don't let it stop you. And from having weight loss surgery, I would say, be prepared. Some of these things I'm telling you, it can be easy things to implement it in. Latasha says, Facebook gastric sleeve have some thinning, but not drastic. So just want to get ahead of it. I totally get it. It looks like, okay. Looks like Corey says, I agree. Even if I lost all my hair, I'd 100% do the same thing. Yeah. To me, it's worth it. Even if it is a struggle point, we go through a lot of different things. People do say the same thing about loose skin. A lot of times that will be a big struggle point for people. Another thing, hormonal changes, including your thyroid. As your body adjusts to a new body, a lot of times your hormones can be affected. I know a lot of women after weight loss surgery will say that their hormones change. And I know a lot of times if they're having menstrual periods, maybe their periods will change. For whatever reason, a lot of times women will be a lot more apt to get pregnant. Even that first week, we had a patient that got pregnant right like the week after having weight loss surgery. She came in for her 1 week surgery and was pregnant. So I don't know if that was before or after, but it happens. But hormonal changes are a big thing also as well, which can affect your thyroid. It can affect your hormonal level. It can affect your hair loss. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies, specifically B6, B12, iron and zinc, BIOTIC, not sure. That's what I have down in my notes. Folate and essential fatty acids. So those are all can be affected. Effects from anesthesia. And I think that that's was partially part of my problem because I know I have 2 children. Both of them were by C-section. And I had the same thing happen, whenever I was having my children as well, both pregnancies. And that was way before I had weight loss surgery. So that's a possibility too. Medications post-surgery, literally hundreds of drugs may affect the growth of hair, including some which are necessary for surgical procedures. They can be maybe a reaction to the medication. So that's a possibility as well. Changes in diet, especially initially after surgery. So, a lot of times your protein levels, you're not able to get as much protein in. You're not able to get as much fatty acids. You're not able to get as much of anything. And so those can affect your hair follicles. Our hair follicles are made mostly of protein. And so a lack in protein has shown to promote hair loss. So just be aware of that. Like if you are concerned about it, if you're going into surgery, one of the things you could do to prevent hair loss would be some of these things that we're talking about, protein being one of them. So protein. It's the major building block for the cells in your body. And depending on your individual diet, adding in real food protein sources such as beans, quinoa, soy, skinless chicken, lean meats, grilled baked chicken, grilled baked fish, cheeses, Greek yogurts, cottage cheese, all of those things can be really good protein sources. And so we actually, let me kind of go back here to on Crowdcast. I'm switching screens a bit, guys, so be patient with me here. Can actually be a big promoter is the protein. Another thing is vitamins. So obviously, ProCare is sponsoring me. We're a vitamin company. So it's not that I'm just trying to promote vitamins, guys. I am caring about your general health, and vitamins can specifically be a big promoter for making sure that, your skin, your hair, your nails, all of that kind of stay in check. And so vitamin-rich foods also can be good. Foods high in iron, foods high in fatty acids, B12, all of those things can be super helpful. And sorry if you're on Facebook, I am moving my screens around a little bit because I'm on my phone on today for that. It did not connect for whatever crazy reason. Okay, just double checking for questions. Let me know, guys, if you do have any questions so far. Hi, Suzanne. Hello. So glad you're here. Okay, going back here. So the next thing is, number 1, protein. Number 2, vitamins. Number 3, taking care of your body. Rest when your body needs to rest. Our bodies need to heal. Post-surgery, that was one of the biggest things that I noticed is my fatigue levels were maybe a little higher than normal. I noticed that I needed more rest. Especially hit me around, I'm going to say week 1, I noticed it, but like week 2, 3, even up to a month, I was noticing some fatigue issues. Just resting as much as you can, let your body catch up from major surgery and let that healing process take place. So it's a big thing, allow yourself just that time. Sometimes we try to push ourselves really hard because we know that we can. And there's nothing wrong with staying in touch with your body. And remember, I want to say this too, For a lot of people who do have hair loss, most of the time it's not permanent. Very rarely do we have, whenever I worked in the clinic, I literally saw thousands of patients over the 8 years that I worked in the surgery clinic, and literally like very, 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 very few guys had permanent hair loss. Like a lot of times you'll start seeing that hair regrowth probably around the time, I'm going to say, of maybe 9 months, something like that, to a year. And then all at once you have all these tiny little hairs that are just like popping through up around your hairline. That's usually when it's the most obvious. Like likely it's everywhere, but that's where you mostly notice it, kind of like the frizzies coming in. And so that's a big thing there. And I'm going to see, it looks like I have, Gina says, you only have one chance to heal properly. And it's so true. You know, I think sometimes we just try to rush things because we want to be better and we want to be able to, maybe you feel like working out or you feel like doing all of those things that you should. Carrie says, my hair is already starting to grow back. Love seeing those little baby hairs coming in. Yes. Carrie, how far out are you? Let me know because I'm interested. And Ann says, I can't be any more tired than I am right now. That is true. It can happen. I know all of us go through periods of fatigue. And I think, I know I'm right now, I'm finding myself, I don't know if it's the change in seasons and just being wintertime kind of here in Missouri, it's cold. But I'm finding myself needing a little bit more rest. So I've been just trying to take advantage of it. I've been sleeping so incredibly sound. It's funny. It looks like Carrie's surgery is last May. So, you know, that's right around that time period that I'm saying, you know, just right under a year. So you're seeing hair regrowth, and that's a good sign. And again, I want to give encouragement. Usually this isn't permanent. Usually it's short term and your hair is going to grow back if you do experience these things. Kind of go into my notes here, guys. Okay. Number 4 is extra biotin to accelerate hair growth and prevent loss. So biotin is basically helps strengthen the hair follicles. And as my sister, who was a beautician, still is a beautician, I guess, has told me, she said, it doesn't really prevent you from losing hair necessarily. What it does is it helps make your hair much stronger, and it helps it from breakage and helps it regenerate, you know, helps those cells regenerate. So it basically just helps strengthen and helps promote hair growth. I do want to also say, like ProCare Health, we do have a new biotin product out there. Looks like Teresa says 3 weeks post and mending with hairstylist to monitor. Yes, that's a great way to do it. If you're here with me on Crowdcast, I am going to share my screen and I am going to go to the ProCare Health website. We actually have on our ProCare site, we actually have, if you're on Facebook, just stay with me. Just go, if you're interested in knowing about our biotin product, it is on our procarenow.com. You go under products, and then you basically go under vitamins and minerals. And when you click on that, it's the second page. We actually have some other products there under biotin. They're now, but our ProCare product, our newest one, is promoted under the brand name ProCare. I'm looking for it. Here it is. It's 10,000 micrograms. And how much biotin should you take? You know, we did a lot of research on this whenever I was working as the coordinator in the weight loss surgery program. And our dietitian found that really wasn't harmful to take too much. You know, most of the bariatric vitamins you're going to find, even our one-a-day multivitamin, which I'm going to pull off my shelf here. We have a capsule and we also have a chewable. This here one is our chewable formula. They're both the same formulary, but we have in this, we do have biotin. We have a large amount. So you may not even need to take extra biotin supplementation, but if you're wanting extra, most patients will take 5,000 to 10,000 micrograms extra. Our new product has 10,000. We also have a product under Now listed on our website that's 5,000. This specific product that I'm kind of showing here on my screen, which you on Facebook aren't going to be able to see, I apologize, but it is $16.79 with a subscription, $17.99 for a one-time purchase. It has 120 capsules. So like literally that would last, you know, if you took one a day, 4 months. Super inexpensive. I'm going to stop sharing there, kind of go back. I'll copy the link here, and I'll copy that later to Facebook. And bear with me here, guys. Put that here. So that is something you can do. Okay. Basically, you guys, what biotin does is it helps strengthen your nails. It helps support healthy nerve tissues. It helps with hair. Like I said, it stimulates, keeps it from breakage and keeps it growing to maintain being healthier. It helps with your skin. It actually can help with blood sugar regulation. It helps to break down fats, carbs, and proteins in the foods that you consume and turn them into energy. So it can help with a lot of other things. Again, it is in most bariatric multivitamins if you take a bariatric multivitamin. Okay. But you also can take supplementation along with it if you choose to do so. Okay, guys, I'm going to keep going here. So the next point here is shampoos. So there are shampoos out there that are specifically formulated to help prevent hair loss, to help prevent hair breakage. One of those is called Salary. It's through Sally's, which is a beauty supply place. Sally's Beauty Nutriox hair thinning shampoo and conditioners. On the handout that we're providing for today, it does have the link to that. We do not have any kind of affiliate association with this product. It's just something we would tell our patients. I've tried it before. I tried it whenever I had weight loss surgery and I was trying to prevent. I mean, whether or not it helped, I don't know, but definitely could feel it in my hair. It like stimulates, and it has like this, I don't know if it's like a minty feeling, and it kind of not really burns your head, but you can feel it tingling. You can feel like a tingling happening, which is really interesting. Anybody else ever try that? Anybody else ever try any shampoos or conditioners specifically for hair loss? I'd love to know about that. One other thing I'm going to say here too, so that's number 5. So far, I have number 1, vitamins, 2, protein, 3, taking care of your body. Number 4, biotin. Number 5, shampoos. Number 6, we're going to talk about hair thickeners. Okay. So a colored hairspray. And I know when Brittany, my colleague who used to be on these with me, when she mentioned this, I almost had to laugh because I was like, what? There's actually sprays, because I was thinking about these commercials that I see that people are spraying stuff in their hair. But I am not kidding, guys. This is truth. There actually is a product here. I'm going to call it Toppix. Again, no affiliation, Toppix. I ordered this off of Amazon, and it is different colors. So you can get whatever color kind of comes with your hair. Mine is like darker. So I actually bought a darker color hairspray, and I'm going to pop the lid off, and you can see I've sprayed it already. That's the color of it if you're looking at it. But I'm going to spray it just a little bit to show you here. So it kind of darkens your head, and it can actually darken. The only thing is, I will say, it can get on your skin. There is like a little comb that comes with it that you can kind of hold up to kind of prevent it from getting on your skin. And I'm not kidding. It really actually works. It kind of makes your hair a little thicker, but it definitely adds color in there. What I'm going to also say, it's kind of interesting. When you get in the shower, though, it's going to come out. So I would not get caught in a rainstorm with this stuff. It says that it won't bleed out, but I'm not kidding. When I get in the shower, this stuff is just like, it's going down the drain. That dark brown color. It's not any permanent. It does not actually saturate in color, like actually color your hair. It is basically just to help, darken your scalp area so that it doesn't look thin. It helps with making your hair look thicker. Okay. Anne says, I tried something called Nioxin, Nixon. This is off Facebook. She says it was a 3-step process. I didn't notice a difference after 3 months. Okay. So yeah, it's one of those things, it's not like immediate that you can tell these things, guys, because, hair loss is fairly not the fastest thing. I know most people's hair grows about a half inch a month. So half inch to an inch a month. I'd say mine's closer to an inch because it does grow, I feel like, fairly quickly, but so over a year, maybe 6 inches of growth, something like that. maybe even just a little less than an inch. I don't know, somewhere in there. But I do notice that it does take a little while. So like if you're trying these products and then you're trying to see if they're helping or not helping, sometimes it's a little hard to really know immediate results just because of that. Okay, hair mask. Another thing, and all of these guys are listed on the handout, so you do not have to remember these things. I'm just mentioning them. You don't have to spend a fortune on salon products, although there are probably likely lots of products out there. When we did this program once before, actually I did it with Brittany, my colleague I mentioned a while ago, and she said she's tried these two masks. So one of them was cinnamon and coconut oil. The spice helps stimulate blood circulation, while the coconut oil is very hydrating for the skin and helps repair damage. Coconut oil, guys, is a wonderful thing to put in your hair. Like the melting point is so low. Like you actually can put it in your hand and it actually starts melting almost immediately, and then just kind of gliding it through your hair. Another mask is coconut oil, honey, egg, and plain yogurt. And I know it sounds crazy. I don't know that I could do it, but it's just about mixing it up. And then you basically mix these ingredients together. We have the recipe on this handout for today. But you apply it to your hair, leave it on 15 to 20 minutes. The other one I would say you could probably leave on for a little longer, 30 to 45 minutes. And basically rinse it out then. I would rinse it out. I would not leave that on your hair. The first one you might be able to, the coconut oil, if you don't put a terrible amount. My hair is pretty dry, so I can actually put almost any kind of oil in my hair, and it actually, you can't even hardly tell it's there just because it soaks it up so fast. I'm going to kind of look here at notes. Anybody have any comments so far on any of those? Anybody use any kind of specific hair mask that they found that was really helpful at all? Any kind of hair mask that you guys find is beneficial? Let me know. I'd be interested. Okay. So the other kind of products, Amika to help build body for your hair. We have links to that. Strictly Curls. It's in a big yellow bottle. I actually have used that. I think it's a product that you can get probably online, like Amazon and places like that. Again, these are just products I'm mentioning. You guys, no affiliate relations with any of these products. I also have hair extensions. So I talked to you. I mentioned that I actually do have hair extensions in. I have them sewn in. I did a lot of research before I got hair extensions because I wanted the best. But I also tried hair extensions that you buy that are clip-in. I got some here. These are my first set. So I'm going to show you guys these. Whoops, I'm dropping stuff. Give me a second here. Okay. So this is what my clip-in hair extensions look like regardless of where you're looking. Okay. See, they match my hair pretty closely. I've actually had my hair a little darker since these. But they match pretty good. I mean, you can get them pretty matched. You just basically layer your hair. You make layers, and then these clip in. Sorry, I'm trying to do this while holding my phone too. So this little thing in the back, see, it clips. You pull your hair up and then you click it in. There's longer ones, like different sizes. There's bigger pieces like this. There's even one that's a little bigger than that kind of like for the back of your hair, the lower part of your hair. And it just takes some practice. It's fairly easy. The sewn-in ones stay in your hair. Literally mine, I just had them changed out. It was a year. You have to have them moved though. I have mine moved up about every 2 months because you have all that regrowth, about 1 inch of regrowth or 2 inches of regrowth. And it just, they're kind of coming down on your head, but they're sewn in. So anybody else try anything like that? It looks like Carrie says, I bought the same hair thickener as you, but eventually went back to my favorite dry shampoo. And she's labeling this as Batiste. So if you're on Facebook, Batiste, Bastide, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, which also has a slight color tint, which I love as I'm a brunette, and non-color dry shampoos would leave a white powdery color behind. Yeah. Dry shampoos can actually add extra body. Another one of my favorites is Big Sexy Hair has a powder, and I can't remember the name of it. Should have brought it along. It's a powder that you actually just take your hair and you like bring it up, and then at the root you sprinkle this powder and you can kind of tease it in, and it like adds so much volume, like it'll just poof up your hair. So that's another little thing. Big sexy hair. Wish I could think of the name of it right now, but it's another great little product. A power play. Yes, power play. That's it. Thanks, Gina. I appreciate it. But yeah, power play. It's a great one. Okay, back to my notes here. A wet brush, a scalp massager. All of these things can help with prevent hair. Well, the wet brush can help with, hair breakage. You guys, you got to be careful with the kind of brushes you use because that can make a difference. I know it sounds silly, but it can make a difference. A scalp massager can actually help stimulate hair growth. So, or just, massaging your hair. That's another option. Had another thought here. If you're a guy, a short and cut, temporary shaving your head. I know, was it Corey? He says here that or one of you guys here on the call said that you were, no, it was someone else. Somebody said that they were going to be shaving their head. So, that's something you don't have to worry at all. Us women don't always have that opportunity. Wigs is another thing. I know some of the women who was in our weight loss surgery program actually purchased wigs short term just to have something fun. And actually you could find so many different things. Anne says, I did sew in hair extensions. They bothered me, but I think they were put in wrong. I have tried a hair piece too, but it did not work. I would say too, my hair extensions, I can tell they're there, but they do not bother me. The first day or two that I get them, it is a little bit uncomfortable, like because they're tight to your hair. It's almost like a really tight braid. I used to braid my hair a lot, but so it is kind of like sleeping and stuff like that. It is just a little bit uncomfortable. Corey said, wasn't me. I don't want to be twins with my husband. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know that somebody here in the Crowdcast forum mentioned something about that. So that's great. So anyways, I also have some other things here that I'm going to talk about. Kind of pull up my little notes here. And okay. I'm looking to see if I have anything else. I think I've mentioned a lot of them. I'm going to show you guys some other little things here. I know we're kind of going through things fast. Some things like scrunchies. I got all different kinds. Could be really good for keeping your hair from breaking because instead of using rubber bands because they don't break your hair as much. So that's a really good little fun thing to try. I got different ones. These are smaller ones. This is something, if you got a lot of hair regrowth, if you got a lot of hair regrowth and you got like little ends sticking out, I love like a good headband. Another wonderful thing that's gotten me by a lot. These are short time fixes, but hats, hat, because you can put your hair back. You can put it through especially if you have like a little back thing. See that where you can put your ponytail through if you're a female. If you're male, that just kind of basically just hides your head. I got all kinds of fun ones here. I got a Nike one. I got one we love this state park. We live in Missouri, Sam A. Baker State Park, one of my favorite places. I got a blue jean one. I'm making my hair look crazy here, guys. Got that one. We also have my son. His business is Agribuck Properties. I'm sporting that sometimes. It's real estate. So, find something that a hat maybe that you want to sport. Also, another little good thing here, guys, is hair clippies. Because if you put your hair back, a lot of times it will look fuller. It'll look thicker. So I got hair clippies. That's another little fun thing. So just all kinds of fun things. Also, one other thing I'm going to show you is, Tina, I just moved from Missouri, Fredericktown. Yes, Fredericktown is real close to where I live. I live in Perryville. I'm sure you know where that is. Perryville, Missouri. Kind of close. Yeah. We were likely almost neighbors, really, within probably 45 minutes. Yes, yes, yes. I love fellow Missourians. I'm going to share my screen here too. Carrie says, I used hair clips a lot. Noticed that I needed smaller ones now that have a lot less hair. Yeah, they come in all different sizes. So, I mean, if you have like a lot of hair, sometimes just even pulling like little parts up and then doing it like that. If you have fine hair, you can kind of just pull the whole thing back and like make a little half bun and put it in there. So whatever works. Another idea too is if you're on, oh, Gina says Heckley's. Yes, Heckley's. I love Heckley's. It's a donut place, guys. I'm going to actually, if you're on Crowdcast, I'm going to share my screen here. I pulled up a little video. If you're on Facebook, just bear with me. Just know you can go to YouTube, literally, guys, and find all different kinds of hairstyles. So here I pulled up a quick little video, and it's a hair tutorial that kind of goes through and it shows like all different kinds of hairstyles. This one here is really short. It's only like 3 minutes that I'm pulling up. Kind of like a fun little twist. There's one with a clip that you can kind of clip in your hair, and do like a side one. And I think there's one other one here. Like a half roll, like putting your hair in a ponytail and then bringing it back through that ponytail. That's another idea. Just all kinds of cool little ideas. Go on YouTube. Quick and easy hairstyles for fine hair is where I found this video. I just did a little search. I'm going to stop sharing here. So any questions, guys? This one here was a little bit fast because it's just me here on the forum. And so it's pretty fast, but I hope this was helpful. I know the big things, just kind of to re-elaborate on what we kind of talked about, taking your vitamins, making sure you're getting plenty of the correct things, especially early on, because like if you're early on, a lot of times you can't get everything you need in your foods. If you can, eating healthy foods is a great way also to get vitamins and minerals. Protein. We talked about that. We talked about taking care of your body, making sure you're getting plenty of rest, making sure you're doing all the things that you need to do to make sure your body heals properly, taking things slow, extra biotin to prevent hair growth and to accelerate hair growth and prevent loss. We talked about shampoos. We talked about hair thickening sprays. We talked about extensions, hair extensions. We talked about that. We talked about different kinds of hair clips and different things, hats and all of that. So all different kinds of ideas. Some of them are more temporary fixes, but honestly, a lot of times you guys, again, hair loss may not, for most people, probably won't be permanent. It'll be something you just have to deal with short term. So I hope you guys, this all was very helpful. And somebody asked, do you have this recorded and saved somewhere if I've missed the first 20 minutes? Yes, absolutely. As soon as we finish with this, it is actually on replay, whether you're on Facebook or whether you're on Crowdcast. Both of them are recorded. And Robin says, thank you for being so transparent. Yes. I mean, I understand, guys. It can be a struggle point. And it's scary too when you start losing hair and you think, oh my God, is this going to happen? It's so scary. It is so scary. I'm not going to lie. But just know that it is not permanent. I mean, if anything helps you just getting through that short term, doing all these little temporary fixes can be a great way, and have fun with it. I mean, I'd never tried hair extensions. Some of my friends had, but I was like thinking, what the heck? It's fun. So go out there, try new things. Let me know. I'm always open to knowing what you guys think. So take care, guys. Have a great rest of your day. This concludes our live event for today. I appreciate all of you. Enjoy. So keep in tune. We have these every week. So check back.